As Maria Carvoni once said, stop believing everything you are told, even if it seems reliable. People are clever, and they fool others for several reasons. Capable humans know exactly how to do that. A good day to each and everyone. I am Christine Ginyulan, a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English student. And I am here to share my thoughts about preventing the spread of false ideas on social media. Why is it important to prevent such thing? And what are the ways that we can do to keep it from spreading? Fake news are everywhere. It has become a large problem recently, especially that it can be spread using social media and other online platforms. With so many sources of information online, it has become difficult to make sense of what content is based on fact, half-truths, or lies. This can be especially dangerous for children and young people to take on badly formed views of the world. Because of this, it could possibly harm them in the real world. Whether we accept it or not, we cannot deny the impact of fake news towards our lives, especially on social media, where millions of users sees and encounters it every day. Based on my experiences on social media, I have seen a lot of fake news posted everywhere. It's everywhere on Facebook, random sites in Google. There's also on YouTube and other online platforms that I haven't opened yet. I found that dangerous and a very confusing situation for all of us, since nowadays we are so dependent on media. Media has a lot to offer as humans, a lot of informations to be exact that we did not even bother to know that most of them are false informations. But why do people share fake news online when we all knew that it can be very harmful for everybody? There is a study undertaken by Loughborough University's Online Civic Culture Center reported that those people who share fake news on social media are mainly motivated to inform others and express their feelings. People share fake news for a variety of reasons. They either believe it to be of interest to people, or they try and portray fake news as an opinion. But the main reason is to influence like-minded people. This often isn't a news. It's an opinion which appears to be factually correct, but it isn't. They want people to believe it is true. This can make sharing fake news dangerous, as they want people to change the way they think. Companies such as Google and Facebook have difficulties when trying to target fake news. They've been trying so hard to stop fake news, but they cannot do it alone. Everyone needs to play their part. So what are the ways that we can do to keep it from spreading? The first thing that we can do is to check before we share. Develop a critical mindset. Ask ourselves questions like, why was this information created? And what is its goal? Don't just look at a web page tells you about themselves. Instead, do a web search and find out what others are saying about them. I can say that most of us aren't doing this anymore because of laziness, which is considerably a wrong behavior. By doing a web search, it will help us determine the accuracy of the information. In doing this, we should look for, first, authority. Who is the author? Where did the item originate? And what are their credentials that makes them an expert in this topic? Second, accuracy. Information that is accurate and free from errors is considered more reliable. An information that is presented in a chaotic manner with too many grammatical errors comes across unprofessional. Are there links to other resources to back up the claims one source is making? Remember that a fact and opinion are different. Third, objectivity. Check to see if the information is presented with the less amount of judgment or personal bias. Is it an opinion or is it trying to sell you something? Last to look for is timeliness. When was the information first published? Is the content you are looking at up to date? Or is the website regularly updated? Therefore, I can conclude that as individuals, we should be mindful to the consequences of our actions. Because we doesn't know how it affects other people's lives, whether emotionally, physically, or both. It is good to keep in mind that we should think before we click. That would be all for me today. Thank you for listening and God bless us all.